I've always heard how beautiful Alderaa's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least it'll still be pretty in the Holos.
Don't sweat it. When we win the Great Hunt, I'm taking you on vacation.
Really? You mean that?
We'll work out the particulars as soon as the job's done.
I'm holding you to that. Time to find out who's standing between us and a week on the beach.
Welcome.
I've always heard how beautiful Alderaa's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least it'll still be pretty in the Holos.
Don't sweat it. When we win the Great Hunt, I'm taking you on vacation.
Really? You mean that?
Name the place and we're there.
Thanks, big guy. That means a lot. Time to... I've always heard how beautiful Alderaa's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least it'll still be pretty in the Holos.
Don't sweat it. When we win the Great Hunt, I'm taking you on vacation.
Really? You mean that?
We'll work out the particulars as soon as the job's done.
I'm holding you to that. Time to find out who's standing between us and a week on the beach.
Welcome to Alderaan, Hunter. Former tourist capital of the Core Worlds. Your target here is a nobleman nicknamed the Durasteel Duke on account of his knack for staying alive. Over 1,000 assassins have come and gone trying to put the Duke to bed, but he ain't met you yet, right? He was last seen with House Gerard. They're guests of House Thule, so that's a good place to start looking. Good luck.
Figures she'd gloss over the details. Lucky for you, I'm on the job.
Fill me in. I hate surprises.
In a nutshell, when the Queen of Alderaan died a few years ago, the head of the military declared himself king. That didn't go over so well. Now the three largest houses are fighting over the crown.
Let's see which one wants it badly enough.
I'm all for making extra credits, just don't forget about the Great Hunt. Come on. We better go pay a visit to House Gerard. Oh, and one last thing. The nobles of Alderaan are different. They think they're untouchable, and they won't be impressed, no matter how big a gun you wave around.
Oh, it's good to relax. This is as close as I'm getting to it these days.
Something wrong?
Wrong? Oh, yeah, that's putting it lightly. I'm going nuts here. I've spent so long keeping one step ahead of somebody, I can't believe I've lost them for good. At least when I'm out with you, I usually know where the blaster fire's coming from. Keeps my mind off trouble. Mostly.
The less time you and Trouble spend together, the better.
You've got a marvelously camouflaged sense of humor, you know that? Let's see how easily you brush off your old instincts and catch 40 winks after you've spent 30 years bounty hunting.
I knew you were a career scoundrel, but 30 years on the run? Pretty impressive.
Things weren't so bad until people finally realized the same guy was responsible for most of their woes. And I've made some enemies over the years, believe me. 2.5 dozen Hutt families, the entire Carillion Exchange. And there was that whole blockade incident that ran the Mandalorians home with their tails between their legs. Come on, I think I've had my fill of all this cheering up. You know, you're pretty quick to sniff out an opportunity for profit.
I like to think I know my business.
Ooh, there's no doubt about that. I wonder how much more lucrative our little partnership could be if you applied that intuition to something other than bounty hunting.
I'm not opposed to a little moonlighting.
Can't afford to keep all your chips at the same table, am I right? Let me see if I can come up with something that'll play to your strengths, and I'll trust you to recognize a good opportunity when you see one.
I'd just cuffed the whelp for scuffing my boot with the stirrup when... Oh, abominable.
Just ignore it. Maybe it'll wander away.
I'm looking for the Durasteel Duke.
Durasteel Duke? What is this roughneck babbling about?
Duke Corwin, you old dotard.
Is that what they call him? How quaint. You must leave, now, and use the servants' exit. People would talk if they saw someone of your ilk here.
People are gonna talk after I blast you out of your boots.
Are you going to take that, Hader?
Absolutely not. Leave immediately. Do not force me to defend my honor.
Don't be ridiculous, Father. This is a matter for the guards.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, return to the festivities. I will have a few words with our esteemed guest here.
You the boss around here?
You could put it that way, yes.
You aren't seriously considering dealing with this thug?
Uncle, please. I have the situation well in hand. Return to the festivities. This is not a request. I believe I know why you're here, but this is a discussion best held in private. Please wait in my office. I'll be right with you.
Well, this is a first.
Are the Gerards offering blood sport for entertainment? How avant-garde.
I think it's time to go here.
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm after the Durasteel Duke. Can you help me or not?
Right to the point, yes? I'm afraid the Duke and his sister left House Gerard some time ago under unpleasant circumstances. House Gerard now has a vested interest in finding the Duke and having him meet an unpleasant end. A minor noble claims to have a lead on the Duke. However, he insists on meeting in person, which I'm not willing to do. Instead, I will employ you.
Just tell me where to find this twerp.
This transaction must be handled delicately. I can't expect you to navigate the intricacies of our society, but I can give you the authority to negotiate on my behalf. From this point on, you will act as House Gerard's advocate, a role of honor. Come, I will walk you through the appointment ceremony.
Let's make this happen.
Please kneel. I, Baron Zakar Gerard, do hereby bequeath my voice and my seal to this proxy.
Huh. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm after the Durasteel Duke. Can you help me or not?
Right to the point, yes? I'm afraid the Duke and his sister left House Gerard some time ago under unpleasant circumstances. House Gerard now has a vested interest in finding the Duke and having him meet an unpleasant end. A minor noble claims to have a lead on the Duke. However, he insists on meeting in person, which I'm not willing to do. Instead, I will employ you.
You're expecting a double cross.
It's possible. Either way, I'm certainly not going out into that war zone, and none of my relatives can be trusted. I can't expect you to navigate the intricacies of our society, but I can give you the authority to negotiate on my behalf. From this point on, you will act as House Gerard's advocate, a role of honor. Come, I will walk you through the appointment ceremony.
Just set up this deal. The Duke's not getting any deader.
You have a point. Let us move with haste. It is customary for information to be double encrypted in these transactions, so Lord Malphas must enter his half of the key before you take the data. I'll let Malphas know you'll arrive at his encampment soon. Be on your best behavior.
Imagine leaving your home for a sojourn into the galaxy. When you return, you find the manor infested. The wood is rotten and wriggling. Beetles carpet floors you raced across as a child, and maggots drop in tangled clumps onto your head. This is what House Thule must contend with, an infestation of vermin.
When you have a bug problem, you hire an exterminator.
The Killiks are Alderaan's native insectoid population. Man-sized, barely intelligent. It's the nobility's duty to contain the swarms underground. Unchecked, they are ravaging this planet, turning palaces into hives and cocooning the survivors. Generations caught in the mandibles of beasts.
Getting a little nervous?
Legend has it Killiks once ruled the planet. Supposedly most flew to the stars, but how many remained in hibernation? House Organa has been neglecting their responsibilities against the vermin, but even they carry defenses against Killik hunting parties. If you could seize the Organa toxins and poison the Killik hives, well, the Killiks will swarm, and the other houses must defend themselves and do their part.
That isn't half bad.
We will all war against the Killiks, and Thule will save this planet from infestation.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank here. Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is permitted within 10 paces of my person without my express consent.
Is he serious?
Wait, you are the advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous. I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
Here's your opportunity to just shut up and hand over the message.
You don't make demands of me, mongrel. Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Thranta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers, a mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
How about I deliver your teeth?
Wow, I bet that hurt.
Oh, you struck me! How dare you! You knuckle-dragging ape! I'll see your head on a pike! What are you oafs waiting for? Pound this cur to the ground!
Baron Zaka will hear of this offense. Enjoy explaining why my information will now go to someone else. I demand that you prostrate yourself and beg for mercy, or so help me, I'll have you brought before a tribunal for these grievous affronts.
You're a slow learner.
Ah! Stop that! You'll regret... All right, Quarter, I relent.
I shall enter my half of the security key. You take this message to Baron Zakar with my fond regards.
I've never seen a sense of entitlement outweigh a sense of self-preservation like that.
May we never meet again.
Need some help? Try to be more careful. Take that! Getting lonely?
Hey.
The Killik hives have been poisoned. They'll swarm soon.
And the noble houses must accept their obligation to combat them, thanks to Thule leadership. In another life, you would have made a fine royal guardian of the mountains.
It is clear that you have plans in motion, nephew. Ah, your newest lackey. Tell me, did my nephew mention that he already hired a bounty hunter and got him promptly killed?
Just saves me the trouble of taking him off the payroll.
That could have been our competition. Might have caught a lucky break.
If you would please excuse yourself, Uncle. I have business with my advocate.
I see how your brat Rafid learned to disgrace us. Advocate. Ah.
I just got a very impolite communication from Lord Malphas, saying that you assaulted him. Is that true?
I should have fed him my blaster.
Don't get carried away. We were fortunate that your roughhousing didn't cost us the prize. According to Malphas's information, Duke Corwin is in negotiations with our enemy, House Organa. They're placing messages in phony relics at House Alder's Royal Museum for later retrieval. Duke Corwin's placed an imposter relic in the museum recently. You'll have to forcibly enter House Alder and find it.
I was thinking my rap sheet's a little light on breaking and entering.
This is not playtime. You're to identify the fraudulent relic and bring me the message. And use extreme caution. The museum holds priceless cultural treasures. Nobody wants to be responsible for destroying that heritage.
Well, looks like we're getting to sightsee after all. Thought you forgot about me. That should be House Alda's domain over there. They're not supposed to be really active in the war, but they'll definitely fight off intruders. really looking forward to seeing this royal museum. Not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
What is all that noise?
Oh, wow, look at all this stuff. It's gorgeous.
Oh no. Out, please. Take your battles elsewhere. This museum has no strategic value.
I'm only gonna ask this once. Where's the fake?
You must be mistaken. Each piece here is an irreplaceable artifact from Alderaan's long and distinguished heritage. Some are thousands of years old. You must go before anything is damaged.
I'll show you damaged.
Please, I'm begging you, you mustn't touch. They are each priceless. I can prove it to you. I have an integrity scanner we use for restoration work. It will only take a few minutes to scan for Oh no! The security cameras, they've spotted you. You can't fight in here.
Guess you better hurry then.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! I don't know what you expect to find, but look out!
Not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
Few more to scan. Just another moment, please. Please don't kill me. I've found something, but that's impossible. If this is a fake, where is the real first founding memorial vase?
That wasn't so tough, was it?
Who would risk our precious history by hiding such a thing here? You have what you want now. Please, leave. Please. That was the only fraud I found. If you're looking for something else, it isn't here.
Accept your hand? I'd sooner thrust my fist into a thresher.
I don't understand. I thought this had already been arranged, approved.
Advocate, be so kind as to remove this thing from my presence.
Anything for a lady.
This must be some kind of mistake! Ugh.
The nerve of Zakar and my father, treating me like some insipid, simpering... Ugh! How many more of these absurd marriage proposals must I endure?
You people got a funny definition of romance.
Romance? Marriage is the currency of politics. It is customary to gift one's children for favors.
We've got a word for that on Nar Shaddaa. It's called slavery.
Were you marriageable, I think you'd find that there is some distinction. I, however, make my own decisions. I will not be bandied about like some parcel of land to fuel my cousin's ambitions. Good day, Advocate.
Your attack on House Alder certainly didn't go unnoticed, but you managed not to cause any unnecessary destruction. That merits a bonus, I think.
Appreciate it, Baron.
You'll be certain to see more if you continue to perform with distinction. Let's see what you've discovered. This is an Organa's house tongue. Give me a moment to pass the details. These houses. Thule vassals, Ulgo vassals, House Organa. Duke Corwin isn't just allying with the Organas. He's organizing an entire coalition against the House Thule.
He won't be organizing squat when I'm done with him.
Oh, you'll never have the chance to make good on that threat. My cousin is safe within the sanctuary of House Rist. If he's under their protection, it's little wonder why the Durasteel Duke always survives. The Rists are a family of assassins who ascended into nobility through centuries of murder and sabotage. Duke Corwin is beyond our reach.
Anybody who can't kill someone face to face ain't a concern of mine.
The last bounty hunter I hired probably thought the same thing. You'll need to find Duke Corwin's haven inside House Rist, and stop whatever negotiations my cousin has underway permanently. I'm likely sending you to your death, but if you can manage to succeed, I will have a suitable payment waiting.
Always have to get sent to places like the House of Assassins.
careful.
I don't like the looks of this.
I'm afraid you're too late. Duke Corwin took his leave of House Rist on a shuttle just moments ago. Rather hastily, I might add. So hastily he neglected to pay me. A rather gauche breach of etiquette. And unwise.
Folks don't think so clearly when I'm hot on their trail.
I'll admit your dogged pursuit has been rather impressive. Still, it's odd to see Duke Corwin panic. Regardless, congratulations are in order for surviving this long. It's more than can be said for the last bounty hunter to stalk our dear Duke.
More than can be said for your cloak and dagger flunkies, too.
Don't let your success here go to your head. Our best assassins don't man our garrisons. I'm going to make you an offer, and I'm only going to make it once. House Rist has been contracted to eliminate Baron Zakhar Gerard and all of House Gerard's leadership. We'd like to commission you to carry out these assassinations on our behalf.
You're asking me to kill my present employer. It's bad form.
Hardly. Wait until after you've collected Baron Zakhar's bounty on the Durasteel Duke before you destroy House Gerard. There's no rush. House Rist has no further obligation to Duke Corwin. Agree to the contract. You can go in peace.
I don't trust this guy, boss. Zakhar's been good to us so far. Let's play straight with him.
It's a simple decision, really. Death or profit.
Your credits are no good.
Such a pity. Goodbye, bounty hunter.
Advocate, are you there? Oh, damn this blasted thing. Can you hear me? I have news. I don't dare discuss the details on an insecure channel. Please return to House Gerard as soon as possible.
I apologize for recalling you here, but I couldn't risk my cousin catching wind of this discussion. If his retreat from House Rist is any indication, the Durasteel Duke is already running scared, and I'd like him to stay right where he is. It may not be our goal, but crippling House Rist is worth noting. Consider this payment for supporting the Thule war effort.
Your whole family is on the Rist's hit list.
Thank you for the warning, but I don't think Rist is in any position to strike after your actions.
Huh?
What is the meaning of this?
I just caught this little rake of yours in a dalliance with my wife.
More like you caught your wife in a dalliance with me, cuckold.
Unless you want half of House Thule, questioning why we continue to keep you riffraff here, you'll grant me that winter haven of yours.
My grandfather's estate? Are you mad? That's half my family's lands. Advocate, kill this petty extortionist, and I'll double what I just gave you.
You picked a bad time to show up, buddy.
You pay this thug to murder me? It's idiotic to think you'd actually get away with that.
There is a war going on, or hadn't you noticed? You've just become another unfortunate casualty.
You're insane!
Worth every last credit. Thank you, Advocate. Raffid, you're confined to your chambers indefinitely. Hope I do not keep you there for the rest of your natural life. Now get out!
My life or yours, Father?
As I was saying, with House Rist unable to protect him, I have no doubt that Duke Corwin is seeking asylum with the Organas.
I've already crushed the best this planet has to offer.
The Organas have off-world support as well, but let's not speculate. You've more than demonstrated your talent for frontal assault. There's nowhere left for my cousin to run. Go kick down House Organa's doors and give them hell. Expect a bonus for any additional Organa casualties. Oh, we've got him now. I know it.
It's him! He's here! Stop him!
Try to be more careful.
Vala, help! Someone is trying to kill me. Vala! Wait! Don't shoot. I'm not who you think I am. Look! See?
The Dukes? A Duchess?
Huh?
Not exactly.
Whoa, that's a lot of guys.
Don't be alarmed. This is a misunderstanding. I am sure we can reach an agreement without further bloodshed.
This isn't about money. The Duke's gotta die.
If you want to see the Duke, you need only look there. The real Duke Corwin died almost a month ago while visiting to negotiate a treaty. Even using Kolto suspension, our attempts to revive him have ultimately failed. All we've managed to do is delay his bodily death.
I need that body.
Since you're more than capable of taking Duke Corwin from us, we won't resist under 2 conditions. Leave peacefully and speak nothing of this deception to anyone.
Looks like we're finally catching a lucky break.
Will you agree to those terms?
I'd rather rack up my bonus kills.
Come on, boss. Are we really so hard up for cash you've got to kill everybody you see?
Money doesn't grow on trees, Mako. It grows on nobles.
No, please, no! Ah!
Open fire!
This is a new low, Rafid.
You're accusing me. If anyone is...
Gentlemen, compose yourselves. Our esteemed guest has returned.
We are busy, Bounty Hunter, and as you can see, Baron Zakar is otherwise indisposed. My nephew's last act was preparing a sum of credits. I can only assume they're yours.
How'd the Baron bite it?
My nephew was done in by a poisoned glass of wine. Obviously, his overambitious progeny's doing.
I'm ambitious now? Why, Uncle? Stooping to compliments to slander me.
Shame. I was starting to like the guy.
I'm sure he would be touched. The Baron has no further need of your services. I have to assume the burden of managing my nephew's estate.
As the Baron's only son, I have first claim to succession, Hader.
Your claim was forfeit the moment you killed your father. As Regent, the title passes to me.
Actually, Father, the Baron passed his authority to our advocate. Legally, the Bounty Hunter could name the new head of House Gerard.
Why do either of you deserve to be Baron?
Being my nephew's faithful right hand for years obviously makes me the most suited to this task. Besides, I've accumulated a tidy sum over the years. Appoint me Baron and I'll see you well rewarded.
Ha! Hader keeps his purse strings so tight he could garrote you with it. Grant me my inheritance, and I'll grant you a title. That's fair, right? You can make yourself at home whenever you like.
Should either one of them take over, we'll all end up paupers or lapdogs to the Thules. Advocate, you've already helped me work towards escaping the chattel role I'm relegated to. If you would finally liberate me from these buffoons, I would be very grateful.
Enough pandering. What's your decision, Advocate?
All right, Hydor. It's yours.
Rafid, you are charged with patricide. Aitala, you will be married on the morrow.
You won't get away with this.
You can't force me to marry.
Your objections are noted and disregarded. Here, Advocate, gratuity for making the right choice. Consider yourself released from duty.
A pleasure doing business.
What a pleasant surprise. I'm Officer Vesk, Imperial Intelligence. Been following your exploits for a while now. I'm quite the fan. I'd love to hear the details of your conquests, but I'm afraid there's no time. House Rist is plotting to attack the Empire, and I've got the intel to prove it.
You shouldn't sweat it.
As vassals to House Ulgo, pretenders to the throne, the Wrist seek to wipe us out. Members of their elite assassin squad are preparing to kill Thule and Imperial High Commanders. They're expendable, but a chance at killing some of the Wrist's greatest assassins is too good to pass up.
Let's just get on with it.
Thank you. Time's already running short. The Wrist are already awaiting their prey. Find their ambush points, kill the assassins who lurk there.
Face it, Tejan. Lieutenant Grohl gave me more commendations than anyone in this unit. He clearly would have wanted me in charge.
I was running ops with the lieutenant while you were still polishing boots at the academy, boy. Now shut it. We've got company. Sorry about that. Sergeant Tejan, Bravo team.
Sergeant Pratt, Alpha team. We just lost our CO and half our unit trying to raid the Alder estate.
I might be willing to help you out, provided someone can foot the bill.
Appreciate it. But you might not be so generous once you hear what we're up against. Pratt?
Our target is Padros Organa. Rumor is he's being groomed as House Organa's next heir. His ransom could finance our campaign for a year.
Security's tight, but we might be able to nab the little bugger if you can distract the guards.
Dangerous jobs are my specialty. I'm in.
The compound is crawling with Organa and Alder sentries. Hit the alarm and they'll come running.
You just need to hold them off long enough for us to secure Padros and make our escape. We'll let you know when we're clear.
Scared of you?
Try to be more careful. not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
Every guard in the compound headed your way. Good luck. taken Padras, so feel free to pull back. We'll meet you at... Ow! He bit me!
News of your actions is rippling across Alderaan. The Rist are wounded.
You're welcome, by the way.
You have my eternal appreciation. Still can't believe I got to meet you. I'll continue monitoring Rist. If they plan to retaliate, we'll hear about it first.
I did my part. You have the prisoner?
Padras? Of course. We extracted him easily enough.
What do you mean, we? I'm the one who had to carry that whiny brat. Nice work drawing those guards away. Allowed us to get in and out without a fuss. Padras had some spending money on him. Figured you earned any spoils.
I'm Lord Malachos. I was told you were coming and was given some background information. Your exploits prove you are capable, but I require more.
The
Organas have sent spies and several Padawan Jedi here to scout the Ulgo's fortress. I need the Organas dispatched.
Why do the Ulgos work for them?
The Ulgos, like the Organas, believe they can fight one another under the pretense of rules which both nobly adhere to. This is why the Organas must be shocked into hating the Ulgos more than the Empire or House Thule. Disgust is our weapon. If the Ulgos will not provide a sufficient outrage, a sufficient atrocity, we, that is you, must do it for them.
You got something in mind?
I need you to kill Organa scouts and whatever Padawan Jedi you can find. The ultimate goal is for the Organas to exhaust themselves, bringing war to the Ulgo's doorstep. Revulsion is the first step in this plan.
If it serves us strategically, I will do this.
I'm glad to see the benefit. Now we have concocted a kit of common implements carried by Ulgo troops. These items will give the act the homemade authenticity needed to convince a skeptical observer. Kill the Jedi, kill the Organas, use the tools provided, and return here. It is not so difficult if you have the will.
Select an available travel route.
die. That hurts so much. please. I need some help here. Scared of you. okay?
My scouts tell me you have succeeded, and the Organa frequencies are jammed with angry rhetoric. Any reasonable voice, including the Jedi, is being drowned out in their hatred of House Ulgo. It is too much to hope they will come to blows, but this revulsion will serve us well.
I did what you wanted, but you don't sound pleased.
This is how I express elation. It is something my colleagues get used to. I will monitor the situation as it degenerates. If the fear and hatred last, we will add this to our roster of tactics. The longer they forget about House Thule, the more time we have to maneuver. Then the end game can begin.
Thought you forgot about me.
You're not Ulgo. There's something you need to know. Come close. I must ask a task of you, and the rivers swarm with Ulgo murderers. Tell me, do you care for Alderaan? Or only for the house you serve?
I know who I am and what I stand for. Other alliances are for convenience.
Then I must trust you as my only hope. I am Sir Darris Pantyr of the Queensguard. Queen Pantyr was killed when her transport crashed in this river. Her body was found, but her crown still lies in the water. When this war ends, only House Pantyr can pass on the crown and create the next legitimate ruler of Alderaan.
Crown or no crown, you're bleeding to death.
My death is nothing. If the next ruler's succession is seen as tainted, millions more will die. There will be no peace. Find the crown. Evade the army. Take it to Captain Lieber of the Queensguard in the mountains. He can be trusted.
Your task will be accomplished. I swear it.
Such honor is rare. To die in its company, there is no finer exit.
You're gonna get it now. Getting lonely?
Target acquired.
Captain, I admire your principles, but it is clear Organa offers no help on what matters most to House Pantir.
You need not try to sell me again on House Thule, Fixer. But who is this? What do you want with the Queensguard, stranger?
I bring something from Sir Darius to Captain Lieber.
I know Darius, and I know that, were he able, he would deliver this prize himself.
Captain, surely this will swear your vaunted neutrality. The Empire and House Thule giving you...
The symbolism does not escape me, Fixer. But that crown has never changed hands without enormous cost. What do you seek in return for the crown? An alliance? Or merely a deal?
In the end, what I ask is that the crown go on a Thule head.
House Thule's crimes are great, but Organa has proven itself no better. To retrieve this must have taken courage. If Thule commands such virtue these days, perhaps we can look beyond old transgressions.
You are to be commended. Many in your position would have taken full financial advantage. How fortunate for the Empire it was you who held it.
Wrist flunky dead ahead. Better watch your back.
You looking for trouble?
No need to be alarmed. I'm only here to deliver a message. It is unfortunate that our individual arrangements had us at odds earlier, but that's simply the nature of our business. My master wishes to ensure that there's no ill will left between us.
Steer clear of me, and you won't have any problems.
That is acceptable. House Wrist will no longer interfere with your affairs. News Taro Blood will not take graciously, I'm sure. He fronted a considerable sum to ensure his rivals were dealt with. I imagine he'll threaten some reprisal, but I think we both know what Taro Blood's word is worth.
I've been thinking it over, and I see a lot of room for improvement maximizing your profits. Take catching me, for example. Sure, you got a nice bounty from the Great Hunt, but why stop there? You just need to use a little imagination.
This have something to do with your duplicate?
Nothing slips past you, now does it? A few words in the right ears, and you could make a lot of money on poor Tiresias's remains, if you don't mind double-crossing crime lords. Offer the body, see who bites, rob them blind. Couldn't be simpler.
Drum up some interest. If the payoff is worth the risk, I'm in.
See, that's the best part about this little partnership. The scams are a lot less risky when you know you can vaporize anyone in the room.
Bioscan incoming.
The Durasteel Duke, confirmed. Guess he wasn't blaster-proof after all. You're clear to move on.
Any word on our rival?
It's been confirmed that Irido-san was disqualified in his sleep weeks ago. Guess he got sloppy. Welcome to the final round, Hunter. Contact your handler when you're ready to proceed. Good hunting.
Can't wait to see what's next.
I know. I can't tell if I'm excited or terrified. Looks like someone's been trying to get through. What do you bet it's Krista waiting to talk our ears off?
I know who you are, Hunter. You have made an enemy of Taro Blood. Even now, Taro's comrades head to Nar Shaddaa to discuss ways to eliminate you from the Great Hunt. I am sending you the coordinates of that meeting. I do not know how long they'll be there, so I'd suggest haste.
This your idea of a trap?
Yes, but you are not the one it's meant to ensnare. Taro robbed you of your allies in this competition. It seems only fitting that you return the favor.
I like the way you think.
There is no finer thing than the blood of an enemy righteously slain. Go to Nar Shaddaa. Confront those who have dishonored you and my people. Show them what it means to be a true warrior.
That was Head Arsoon. I can't believe it.
You think Soong's on the level?
He's a living legend. There's no way he'd be in cahoots with a dirtbag like Taro Blood. If Soong wants to help us, we should seriously consider heading to those coordinates.